Hello, this is a video where we analyze and solve some issues or some software development problems. Um, Here we have a question. Um, the algorithm here um, is, um, is a problem you need to solve where you're given in string. This is in Java, okay? You're given a string that can be, I don't know, um, in this case is 5 characters long, and you're given a value n. So these characters are going to be repeated as long as the n value goes. So for example, in this case, it will be repeating A, B, C, A, C until 10. So as it is a 5 characters string, it will repeat it ABC, AC, ABC, AC. So the problem here is you are asked for how many times the first character will appear in the resulting string. Okay, he says he has tried. Um, he keeps getting the value like it is not roundable and that kind of stuff. Um, it is a pretty good approach. Maybe with the things you have, you just have to have a little a little more understanding on how to use rounding and maybe how to use casting variables. But yeah, I have an approach here I prepared just for this case. And okay, if you compare it with the one you gave, it is pretty much the same. It is a for loop, and inside of the for loop we have a check if the value we are on is equals to the control one. That's pretty much the same. The only difference we have here is we don't do this multiplication or something. We just and we don't count the appearances on the main string, on the original string. If you see it here, we go from 0 to n, that's the maximum value, but we do not iterate directly over the, the string, okay? We just have to move the cursor for the validation against the characters it has. For example, we just have an array here that is something like this. You have to see it like it is a list of values. You have something like this. B, C, A, C. So this is the position 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And we know we have a total of characters that are 5. Okay. And when we start the loop, the for loop, we start on 0. So we just have to iterate using this value and this value, sorry, this value and this value, for getting repeating on these values we have here. So the first time we go in, this is 0 and this is 5. So if we calculate the modulus of these two values, it will be a 0. then it will be 1, then 2, then 3, and then 4. When I gets to the value of 5, if you get 5 modulus 5, that would be 0. So it will start again on A, and we'll find we'll count the A again. And when I converts to 6, it will be something like that. The modulus will be 1. And when this turns over to 7, this will be 2. And so on until you finish your for loop over the n values. I tested with the main values you gave in the example, and if you go with 10, it will say you have 4 A's, and if you say 12, for example, it will say you'll have 5 A's. After that, you just have to do a validate count every time you see the value A, and return the count value, just as straight as that. I hope this helped you. I'm gonna. I think you can see here the solution, but if you want, I don't know, the source code or something, I can publish it on GitHub or something. Just let me know.